Hey there, travel planning parents. Welcome to Family Travel Unpacked. I'm Melissa, and you're listening to Quick Tip Tuesday. Today, I want to share what might be the single most valuable tip for booking family travel on a budget or with points and miles. And here's the thing, it's probably already sitting on your school's website right now, and you don't even know it. So picture this. It's October, and you're thinking about spring break, maybe summer vacation. You hop onto your school's website, download this year's calendar, circle the breaks, and start dreaming about where to go. Sound familiar? But here's what most parents don't realize. Your school district has probably already published next year's calendar, as in the 26-27 calendar right now, just sitting there on the website. Our district posts the next year's calendar ridiculously far in advance, and sometimes if you can't find it on the official website, you might see it in school board minutes as a proposal. Once I discovered this, total game changer. Here's why it matters for us so much. When we're booking with points and miles to stretch our family's travel budget, availability is everything. The best award seats, the ones that'll get your family to Europe or Hawaii or wherever without spending a fortune in cash, those disappear fast. We're talking 10 to 12 months out for popular routes during peak times. The same goes for hotel rooms that can actually accommodate the whole family at a discount rate. Our favorite brand, Hyatt, opens their booking calendar 13 months in advance, and sometimes those award rooms that are big enough for a family are booked up within the first few days. So when I know that spring break 2027 is March 15th to the 19th, for example, I can start searching for flights the moment that award calendar opens up. While other families are still looking at this year's calendar, I'm already locking in next year's trips. And listen, I'm not talking about rigid, you have to book exactly 330 days in advance, but knowing those dates early gives you options, real options. Let me give you a concrete example. When we decided to spend spring break in Costa Rica, I knew we'd want a few days at the Ondas Papagayo Resort since I'd heard only amazing things. But that property is incredibly popular in March, like it was 100% sold out when we were there. Because I had downloaded the following school year's calendar as soon as it became available, I already had a pretty good idea of the dates we'd want to stay there, and I was able to lock them in 13 months beforehand. Now here's the beautiful part about booking this early with points. A lot of award bookings are completely cancelable. The points just go back into your account, so I could book speculatively with no risk. Ultimately, I had to shift things by one day, but it was a lot less stressful looking for that day of availability than if I'd had to look for all 4 days late in the game. I did the same thing with our flights. I grabbed what I thought would be the right itinerary the day it became available, and in the end I had to shift it by a day, but it only cost me the fare difference in points. No biggie. And if your partner needs to request PTO or you have to coordinate with grandparents who might join you or hire a dog sitter, having those dates locked down early makes everything so much smoother. There's plenty of time to get everyone on the same page. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, Melissa, what if things change? What if school suddenly shifts a break? It's rare, but it happens, and it's actually happened to us. That's why booking with points is so perfect for this. You're not usually locked in. If the date's shifting, you've already booked your flights, you can usually cancel and rebook without penalty if it's a US-based carrier. You're out maybe 5 minutes of time. That's it. Obviously, check the cancellation policy before you book to make sure that you're keeping flexibility. The upside is so much bigger than the risk. Because here's what happens if you don't book early. You're looking at slim pickings. Maybe there's no award availability at all, and you're paying cash prices that make you wince. Or you're connecting through 3 cities because the direct flights are gone. Or they're way out of your budget. So here's my challenge to you. After you finish listening to this episode, go to your school district's website, poke around, and look for the calendars page. I bet you'll find next year's calendar sitting right there just waiting for you. Download it, circle those breaks, and then this is the really important part. Actually use that information. Don't just file it away. Open up your airline accounts, check when the award calendar's open, and set yourself a reminder. It's a great time to start talking with your family about where to go next school year. Because the family's getting those amazing points redemptions, the ones flying their kids to Europe in business class, they're not just lucky. They're usually planning ahead, and now you have the secret weapon to do exactly the same thing. Thanks for listening to Family Travel Unpacked. If this tip helped you, share it with another parent who's trying to make travel work for their family. And if you've got questions about traveling with your kids on points and miles, please reach out. I love hearing from you. Make sure to follow along and drop a 5-star review below. Until next time, happy planning.